So it is time to talk cosplays because Halloween is coming up in a couple of weeks, and I've been wanting to do Vin from Era 1 for the longest fucking time. I'm talking years since I first started reading the book. And since my husband is such an Elend-like character, I am going to do a cosplay or costume for Halloween that is Vin and Elend. Now, I'm going to leave my husband to figure out what it is that he's going to do. But I need to figure out what on earth I'm going to do for Vin. Now, of course, the first thought that comes to mind is her typical costume. And I really like what this artist has done for a mistcloak. The problem with mistcloaks that I've been seeing other cosplayers do is that it just looks like a regular cape that has been like cut up. And that's not how I typically picture it. This is how I normally kind of picture it, that, you know, when you're not moving up and down, jumping in the air, it looks like a normal cape, but underneath, as you can clearly see, is where all the strips of fabric come into. Because it's my first time doing a Mistborn cloak and a cosplay / costume that I'm going to wear, it's not going to be perfect, and I'm perfectly okay with that, but I do want to try to get it as close to this as possible. For overall look, I do kind of want to do something like this because she dresses mainly in man's clothes for the era that she's supposed to be taking in, which is supposed to be like medieval age. And so because of that, I'm going to be taking a lot of inspiration as to how Kelsier is supposed to look because she does see him as a father figure. Yes, I'm finished all the way with Era 2 and Secret Histories. I'm going off of book 1. Please don't ask. But I'm not going to have an exact like rendition of how he dresses because, you know, at some point she does realize I don't have to be a Kelsier if I don't want to. I can be my own. So I'm going to go for something like this, ignore the clock in the background, with this kind of a mistcloak while ordering a wig online because I am not cutting my hair to the length it needs to be and then dyeing it black. It's just not. Wish me luck. All right, please ignore all the dust that is all over me. I was just cleaning behind my washer and dryer. I finally have the capes. These are the two that I am going to cut up into strips, and this one is the one that will be primarily hanging over me, hiding it all. It's okay that it's not perfect, but the idea is that this will just work as the primary cape, and then I will sew probably to this part of the inner part these strips. I haven't entirely figured out how I will cut these into strips. I mean, I got a rotary cutter and a seam ripper, so I can take them apart. Had to move the mannequin out of the way. I haven't figured out like what size to make the strips because my guess with these is that unless I read it right, it's going to like curl in, and my research said using a rotary dial is supposed to help with that. I don't entirely trust that. Also, I've never used one of these things. Oh, I just took a guess because then that's how it's used. Oh, I gotta press the button. I will figure this out as I go. Okay, so I'm encountering some first problems as I try to unstitch the top of this that had like the hood. It started to unravel like that, streakings like that, which normally I would say to myself like, hey, it's a mistcloak, like it's bound to get damages. Then this one started unraveling like that. And then I decided to myself, you know what, maybe this is just going to be a distressed mistcloak. And then I started looking at my larger cloak. Hold on. Do you see the problem? This thing is not even ankle length. It goes to like my knees. I am going to be sitting down as I pass out candy. But I had hoped to take pictures of me and this mistcloak. And so now I have to tell myself, This is only my first time trying to make this mistcloak. I am likely going to try to redo this year after year to try to get the best rendition of mistcloak. But this is like all these different issues. And I haven't even started stitching it all together. Like, these are the easy parts. Yay. Okay, so with some finicking, I think I got it to a spot that I really like. This part up here, the lip of the cape, is that a lip? So you can see. So I pinned it underneath and on top, and I hope that's giving me the amount that I need. What I'm looking for with this look is that you can't really see all the extra tassels while it's closed. It's when it's open and it's flying in the breeze that you can see it all. This is attached to the packet I'm gonna add. Ideally, I would want, no, that zoomed in closer. I was hoping it would get more further away. I was hoping there to be like more tassels on the inside, but this only has so much room and I only have so much time. So I really hope that this turns out looking the way that I want it to. I'm not gonna hold my breath on it. I don't think it's going to look what I want it to in this first go around, which is okay. It's the first go around. The idea with this is that I'm going off of my own ideas, and then years moving forward, I actually take into account other people's advice, like professional cosplayers, and seeing how others have made their capes and improving from there. And boy, is there improvement that needs to be made. But that means the only way I can go is up, and I hope this will be finished soon. And please, please, please wish me luck. My sewing machine isn't working. It's not available right now. And I'm still not allowed technically to use this hand still until after Halloween. So whenever my hand hurts or feel I've been moving it too much, I am taking a pause. And we'll see if this actually gets done by Halloween. Push comes to shove, I just leave like the safety pins, the like pens you're supposed to use for the mannequin still in it, which isn't great because it'll be around my neck, but if I got nothing else, I at least got that. Okay, it is now time to answer a very important question. Do I sew just the top and then the bottom, or do I sew both at once? I think what I'm going to do is just see how thick the little lip is, and then decide from there. I'm also debating cutting off the extra of these little tassels. I mean, my husband seems to like them, but, well, like them being longer, but I don't particularly. I really want to clean this up. My idea for the look is that it's all kept neat and tidy inside the cloak. This is not neat and tidy. So maybe I should get started on that first. It's gonna be a long day today. But it's okay. I'm ready for it. This is, beyond doubt, some of the worst sewing I have done in a very long time. This is, beyond a doubt, some of the worst sewing I've done in a while. And this is the better looking side. I mean, look at this. That is so awful. I keep telling myself that it doesn't have to be perfect because no one is going to be seeing this. That is all going to be on the inside of the cloak. The perfectionist in me wants it to be perfect, so I'm going back over this thing a second time. But first, I'm going to give my hand a rest. I just finished watching all of Corpse Bride, sewing all of this together right now, including the little pocket that I have. And I definitely need a break. And we're all done. What do we think? I suppose the real test is to see how it looks on, so let's do that. And with it closed, inside out, you can't really tell. I think it's okay. Like, good enough for our first attempt. And the fact that I will be sitting in a chair. But what do we think? I'll include a picture prior to this as to how it all looks with the full outfit. But I'm pretty happy with it as like a first attempt. Really bad sewing job. But I'm going to blame that on the fact that my hand is not at its best, and I've been used to using a machine lately when sewing and not hand sewing, but my sewing machine is just not available at the moment. But let me know what you think, and have a happy Halloween.